Hello everyone, welcome to another Super Mario Maker 2 video on Kyle SMM, and today I will basically be rating all the newly given items and power-ups from the Surprise 3.0 update. I will also go over everything you need to know about these new features going further into the game. But before we do that, remember to subscribe so we can hit 1,000 subscribers, and smash that like button. Here we go! For this new 3.0 update, we will need a way to properly rate all these new power-ups and items. So we will be rating everything using Mario stars. 5 stars being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Toad, do you approve of that? Toad, look at me. Toad, no. Toad, we're recording a video, come on. Toad, look here. Oh my god, Toad, come on. Look over here. That's it, oh my god. Cut this out, oh my god. So for our first power-up, we will be rating and reviewing the Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom. So with this power-up, you can pick up mini shells, big shells, springs, pow blocks, pretty much any item, and even a chain chomp as it shows in the trailer. And I think this will open up so many new possibilities for the Super Mario Bros. Mode, because you usually can't pick up things like this like you can in other modes. But I really like this power-up myself because it really gives a sense of a new game mode, even though we didn't get that Super Mario Bros. 2 game mode that we are hoping for, because when you receive this mushroom, you turn into the SMB2 version. There is even SMB2 music in the background, but I don't understand why Nintendo didn't just make a new mode, because they pretty much already did all the hard work. But it's still a cool touch to the game. Other awesome things you can do with this power-up is get a super jump, break through clouds, make cool contraptions, ride on enemies, and much more. Oh yeah, and you can make Kaiser levels too. Yatta! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Yatta! Yatta! Kita! Anyways, I'll give the SMB2 mushroom a 5 stars out of 5. This next power-up, the frog suit, is another power-up that I'm so glad Nintendo brought to the game, because it makes water levels fun for once. Literally think of one fun water level you've played. You can't. Now you can actually swim through the water with some speed. And these make water levels overall a lot more enjoyable and easier to beat. And when you're holding an item like a POW block or a spring, you can actually run across the water. Also, when you are running across flat land with the frog suit, you actually start to hop across. You can also make some pretty fun speedrun levels running across water too. Or even like this level. Well, you know what? I'm gonna grab some chips. Oh, it's still going? Shoot. You know what? I got some chores to do anyway. I think I'm just gonna mow the carpet. Uh-oh, that didn't sound so good.
Meanwhile,
Jeez, after all that, this level is still going? Oh my gosh. Finally, you can even make a fun auto-scrolling challenge. Just BS. Auto-scrolling level sucks. Finally, I'll probably rate the frog suit a solid 4 stars out of 5. Nice job, Nintendo. Next up, we got the pea balloon. I mean, there's really not much to say about this power-up besides that it flies, because, like, we already have a bunch of flying contraptions. It's actually, like, pretty fun to control, too. It's just, like, kinda unnecessary, I feel like. In the very beginning of the game, this was a highly requested power-up because, like, before then, we didn't have stuff like the propeller box and the acorn in New Super Mario Bros. U. But after this new update dropped, it wasn't really, like, needed anymore, so it kind of lost its hype. This power-up could definitely be used for some really sick vertical levels going either up or down, since you can basically just, like, swerve and go through an entire level, and you could make, like, a bunch of mini challenges to, like, fly in between and stuff. With this pea balloon, you can fly directly into a pipe without having ground needed, and you can fly into blocks to get what's inside of them. Overall, I'll give the power balloon a mediocre 3 out of 5 stars. Next up, we got another awesome power-up, the Super Acorn. But I remember this being one of my favorite power-ups in New Super Mario Bros. U. And I was always wondering why they didn't have it in Super Mario Maker 2, because it was one of the best power-ups from their recent game. Anyways, I'm really glad that they brought another power-up to the New Super Mario Bros. U game style, because before, the best power-up in that game style was probably the propeller. Oh no, not you again. Please leave. Oh, thank God. Oh my gosh. Still a good power-up, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely an upgrade. With this new Super Acorn, you can pretty much just float across an entire level. You can do a super jump to gain more height. You can even cling right onto walls. Oh yeah, and I don't know if this is just for the Super Acorn or with other power-ups too, but you can actually ride up conveyor belts with it. Also, as you can see, you get a little more height off a spin jump than a regular jump. Anyways, I'll give the Super Acorn a solid 4 stars out of 5, mainly because it's another power-up and because of its accessibility in Kaizo levels. So now we have the Boomerang Flower, and this is an interesting one because it's a 3D world power-up, and we haven't seen a lot of those either. Basically, with this power-up, you can throw projectiles that will fly back just like a boomerang would. Some things these boomerangs can do are fly through clear pipes, trigger on-off blocks and POW blocks, kill enemies, destroy blocks. I've also seen some pretty cool setups like this one, and even this one. It's also a power-up that will be really awesome for Kaizo levels too, just like this one. So with all that information, I'll give the Boomerang Flower another 4 stars out of 5. I feel that this power-up was very needed to keep the 3D world style going and to keep it exciting. Also, look how cute Toad looks in it. Oh no, not you again. Oh, come on, Toad. I was not calling for you. Please, Toad, don't do this to me again. I was just saying it looked good on you. Please, Toad. Oh, thank God. Anyways, that wraps up the video, everyone. I really appreciate you guys for sticking around to the end. And I really hope you enjoyed me rating some of the new features from the 3.0 Super Mario Maker 2 update. Just so everybody knows, this is not the end of this. We will have a part 2 uploaded sometime in the next week for you guys. Super Mario Maker 2 really just has never been as active as it was on the Wii U. So I really hope this new major update helps grow the community back to where it was before, because there's so much more potential for levels, and even with the new World Maker, there's going to be so much more fun added to the game, because you can literally make your own games and play other people's Mario games, which just feels like an entire new game when it's just all in Super Mario Maker 2. Also, speaking about the new World Maker and all these new features, if you have any levels that you want feedback on or just aren't getting enough plays and likes, you can submit them in the Discord server, and me and everyone else will happily play your worlds and levels and give you feedback. So if you are interested in our Mario Maker server, the link will be in the description. But also, I recommend that you subscribe to this channel, because there will also be future live streams, and I will be able to play your levels and worlds there too. So remember to like and subscribe. I rated all these items with my personal opinion, so if you want to comment below what your ratings are on all these new items, I'd gladly like to read those too. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.